What is up? What is cracking collective? It is your girl Ash, aka Goddess Goals in the building. I'm busy bag babies, and that's on point blank. Period. Here to give a message, here to tell a story, here to give a word. Remember that this message, this story, this word may not resonate with you at all. But if you're like, yo, Ash, that was me in the past, I can resonate with you because that was simply me in the past. Make sure you hit the like button. If you're like, yo, Ash, that's me right now. I'm going through that right now. Make sure you hit the like button right now. You know what I'm saying? And in this message and in this story and in this word is about somebody, right, that has loved somebody so much, but it has always been these things that just didn't add up, or has always been these things that just said he wasn't adding up. And you know, this person, the main character, if this is you, you love this person so much, but it's like you did me wrong. Have you ever loved somebody so much, but you had to admit to yourself that they did you wrong, you know, and all I can hear is like, you did me wrong, you did me wrong, hey, you did me wrong, you did me wrong, you did me wrong, you did me wrong, but this time I'll be gone, you know, and loving you felt right, even though it's wrong. I can't even lie, you did me wrong. All night on the phone till the morning on, but I'll be gone. Even though it's wrong, I can't even lie, you did me wrong. Always home alone, you know? And in this message and in this story, I feel like somebody here is just fed up. Have you ever been fed up, collective? Have you ever loved somebody and you're like, look, I'm just simply so fed up. I'm fed up with you. I'm fed up with your lies. I'm fed up with you coming home late at night. I'm fed up with all your excuses. I'm just simply fed up, and I just want to improve, right? Maybe you want to improve in your physical life. You want to improve in your mental life. Maybe you just want to improve in your emotional life, right? And at one point in time, maybe loving this person felt so right. Maybe at one point in time, loving this person felt so good, and you thought that you was improving. But you realize, like, this person don't even care if you here or gone. And maybe you realize, like, this person doesn't realize that they did you wrong, or everything that this person is doing wrong, they don't realize that they are simply doing you wrong. And maybe what if you just left a note for this person that just said, you did me wrong? Have you ever been in a situation where, you know, you just like, look, I'm just gonna leave. This is the last day. This is the last night. This is the last conversation that you're going to get from me. This is the last love making that you're going to get from me. Have you ever put it down on somebody so much for the one time? I'm here for the one last time, and like, look, man, I'm going to do this to you for the one last time, because you did me wrong, 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 and I'll be gone, right? So what I see is, you know, a female that already knows what she chooses to do, or a female that already sees what's in this man's phone. She already sees that this man been talking and doing and sexting and whatever they do on the phone. And she's just like, you did me wrong. This woman may have given up a lot of things for this man, right? And maybe you are a man, right? Okay. And this woman did you wrong, right? And you just like, look, I'm just gonna take my losses and I'ma just be gone. Have that ever happened to you? Or maybe it's a situation where, you know, You can love somebody so much, but you know it's wrong. You just know the situation is wrong. Like, look, I love you so much, but I know this situation is wrong. You know, I know love doesn't supposed to hurt like this, and it's so wrong. I know I don't supposed to be doing this for you, and it's so wrong. You got me doing things that I don't even supposed to do, and it's so wrong. Have you ever been in that situation and you like, look, man, this is the last night, this is the last day, this is the last conversation, baby, this is the last time I'm gonna put it down on you because you did me wrong. Even though loving you feels so right, like, man, I can't even lie, you did me wrong. All night on the phone. Have you ever loved somebody and you thought about the memories that y'all had all night on the phone, the conversations that you had all night on the phone, the things that y'all was thinking about to do in the future, just on the phone? Or have you ever fell in love with somebody, right? Like, man, you did me wrong, 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 and I'll be gone, I swear, right? And maybe you lived with somebody, right? You lived with them, and every day you at home alone. And you're like, man, in the beginning, it felt so right. It felt like heaven. Every morning felt like heaven. Every night felt like heaven. Every day felt like heaven. And now I am living in hell with you. Or my house don't even feel like a home anymore. It feels like hell with you. Or this type of love you introduced me to wasn't never love. It was a facade. And you did me wrong. But now I'll be gone. It's like crashing into something. Have you ever loved somebody and you found out something just so deeply wrong, and it's like crashing into something? Maybe you came in on your boyfriend or on your girlfriend with somebody else, and you're like, man, you did me wrong, you did me wrong. And it's unbelievable. Have you ever loved somebody so much and they deceived you, and it's unbelievable? I can't believe you did me wrong. I can't believe you did me wrong, and all those loans, and I loaned you this, and I loaned you that, and I came through for you here, and I came through for you there, and you did me wrong. I covered you here, and I covered you there, and you did me wrong. You did me wrong. You did me wrong. You did me wrong. But now I'll be gone. But now I'll be gone. So it's like when you have a plan, right? You have a plan. Like, look, man, I promise you, after I spend this last night with you, after I spend this last phone call with you, after I send this last text message to you, I'll be gone. And you'll never hear from me again. You'll never see me again. You'll never have a way to touch me again. You'll never have a way to rub me again. You will never have a way to make love to me again. You'll never get close to me again. 'Cause I'll be gone. And I feel like sometimes when we get caught up in these situations, we might think about the seeds, or maybe it was always the dream, right? See, when we fall in love with somebody, we fall in love with the dream. We fall in love with the fairy tale. We fall in love with the seeds. So as soon as we fall in love, we just planting these seeds like, oh my God, this is my wedding. Okay, and this is the kids we're gonna have, and this is the car, and this is the house, and this is the events, and this is the outfits. Okay, period. Right? And then all that comes crumbling down. All that comes crashing down, and you realize that it's gone. Everything you invested in your dream is gone. You know, you might even be telling yourself, like, how could this be wrong? Like, I thought this was right. How could this be wrong? Like, no, he loves me. How could this be wrong? No, she loves me. How could this be wrong? You did me wrong. 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 But now I'll be gone. You know? Sometimes you just gotta rest. Like, look, you know, when you come to a conclusion or you come to a realization, you're like, look, I just need some rest. Or maybe you don't even tell them, and maybe you don't even put it down on them. You're just like, look, man, baby, I need some rest. After you already packed up all your stuff secretly, like, look, baby, I just need some rest, you know? I'll talk to you in the morning. In the morning, you're gone. In the morning, the bed is empty. In the morning, your side is empty. Baby, where are you? Baby, my side of the bed is simply empty. My side of the bed will remain empty because I'll be gone. Loving you felt right even though it was wrong. I can't even lie, you did me wrong. Have someone ever tried to make it right? Make they right wrongs? They right wrongs, you know, they wrong rights. Whatever. They trying to take something to the left to make it right. You know what I'm saying? You did me wrong. 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 Ooh, but now I'll be gone, right? Like I'll be gone, right? So now it's like, look, there's no need to right your wrongs, cause I'll be gone. You said what you said, you did what you did. Now I am aware. It's about being aware, collective. Sometimes we come to a conclusion where we just are aware. You did me wrong. Now I'm aware that you did me wrong. And sometimes we be in certain situations where we don't even know that we're being done wrong. Wrong. You did me wrong. Like sometimes it don't even come to us until after we leave the situation, or we crying about the situation, or we wanting the situation to come back, and then we realize, like, man, they did you wrong. They did you wrong. What do you mean? What do you mean you missed out? They did you wrong. You are aware that they did you wrong. Did a light just come on? Did it just flicker? Did it just twitch? Did it just blink in your brain, in your mind, when you realize that they did you wrong? When you realize, like, this whole entire time, these whole months, these whole years, these whole whatever weeks, they did you wrong. They were lying all along. But I'll be gone. And sometimes we may ask ourselves like, man, God, why didn't you protect me from this? God, why didn't you get me out of this? God, why do I gotta hurt like this? Do you know that this love hurts? Do you, like, man, the pain of love, it's a pain that hurts. And it's some of the most excruciating pain ever. And you did me wrong. You did me wrong. Because you know what people will do for love? People will do a lot of things for love. People will do crazy things for love. Baby, you know when you get crazy in love. We'll do some crazy things for love. Until you realize they did you wrong. Or until you realize, like, man, they don't really love me how I thought they loved me. I can't even lie, you did me wrong. And, you know, this don't even have to be a lover, right? Maybe this could be a friend. You know, like, man, friend, I stayed up all night on the phone with you and talking about this situation, talking about this lover, talking about, you know, this problem, and now I'm the enemy. And, you know, you did me wrong because I loved you, and now I'm the enemy, right? Yeah, I understand. I'm the enemy, you know. And that has been me in situations. Collective, have that ever been you where you tried to tell somebody something like, you know, your man kind of doing you wrong, and they don't want to hear it, or they tell their man, and then their man be like, look, you gotta stop talking to her. You can't be around her. You can't be friends with her. Nah, she point out the things that I'm doing wrong. And that friend stop being your friend, like, damn, you did me wrong. And sometimes this is us, where we are the friend that always calling, always need help, always need saving. But sometimes we gotta realize we can't do our real true friends wrong. You know? So, what I learned in life is that sometimes we just have to give people their free will. Not sometimes, but all the time, right? We gotta give people their free will. Free will. Free will. Free will. You know, you tell them what you need to tell them, and then you leave it up to them. But also leave space for them to grow, because they may never leave the person that's doing them wrong. They may not leave right then and there. So you gotta love people where they at. I know a lot of people have to love me where I'm at, and still to this day, it's like people have to simply love me where I'm at. Like, all right, I'm learning here. I'm on a journey here. And then when you have kids, you learn, like, look, all right, I'm gonna give you this advice, but you know, when you bump your head and you come to me like, man, they did me wrong. You know, you just be waiting. Like, they did me wrong. They did me wrong. I knew they was gonna do you wrong. But you gotta learn for yourself, right? So that's just like God. And he's here, like, you know, I know it hurts. I know the pain hurts. I know the pain of love hurts. I know it hurts by giving yourself to somebody and everything crumbles. And that seed that you planted, that dream that you dreamt, and that fantasy that you fantasized about crumbled. But it's called free will, right? Even though the love felt right, even though it was wrong, and they did you wrong, we still have free will to just simply learn. And sometimes I share my experiences. So forget it. It's like, okay, I'll share my experiences. And when you just close yourself off, you are a closed off individual, and you are a closed off woman, or you are a closed off man, and you give yourself to somebody, right? Maybe you give yourself to somebody for the first time, and then that somebody say, this is not your first time. Or that somebody just acts like that wasn't your first time. Maybe some of us can think about our first time and our first time experiencing that experience. And for some of us, maybe that experience was beautiful, and some of us, that experience was tragic. And I gotta say, mine was kind of tragic. Mine was kind of tragic. And you think about, now I understand, like, you just can't think that somebody won't do you wrong. When you're giving a piece of you, when you're giving a part of you, when you're giving something beautiful of you up. But we all make mistakes, and we all learn from those mistakes, and we all grow from those mistakes. And like, look, okay, I know next time to not just give myself like that. Or maybe I can never get that experience back again. But you know what? I'm going to tell somebody else, like, look, man, make sure who you give that experience to won't do you wrong. Will cherish that experience. And I will honor that experience and won't do you wrong. And this could even be just opening yourself up back to love again. After having been opening yourself up back to love again. And maybe the person knowing your experiences, maybe the person knowing your history, maybe the person knowing everything about you, and they choose to do you wrong again. Now, that'll mess you up, right? That'll have you in your feelings, right? That'll have you looking at yourself like, maybe I'm the mistake. Maybe I'm the mistake. This is the mistake because they keep on doing me wrong. They did me wrong. They did me wrong. I thought he loved me and he did me wrong. Like, I'm the mistake. Or have you ever just wanted to be so perfect? You're like, look, man, okay, I made the mistake until you cannot deny that you are with the mistake. Until you simply can't deny that this person is the mistake and the whole time you wasn't the mistake. Sometimes that's life too. And you just realize, man, this whole time they did me wrong. The whole time they did me wrong. But I'll be gone. And maybe sometimes we're just too practical. Maybe we're just too hopeful. Maybe we're just too dreamy. Maybe we're just too lovey-dovey. Maybe we're just too caught up in being in love. And that's the reason why they did you wrong. Maybe that's why they did us wrong. Maybe it's us just realizing that we gotta silence everything after we've been done wrong. And for some of us, it will come a time where we just have to silence everything and sit down with everything and understand the things that they did wrong. Even though it's wrong, I can't even lie, you did me wrong. All night on the phone till the morning on, but I'll be gone, I can't even lie. You did me wrong. And this might be somebody saying this to you, collective, that you did them wrong. But, sometimes we gotta commend people for walking away. And if you've been strong enough to just simply walk away, if you've been powerful enough to walk away, walk away from something that you gave your heart to, and you gotta walk away. You gave your heart to him and you gotta walk away. You gave your heart to her and you gotta walk away. You gave your heart to your friend all night on the phone. And sometimes we just gotta leave a note that says, you did me wrong. And that's it, that's all. You did me wrong. You did me wrong. You did me wrong, wrong. You did me wrong. You did me wrong, wrong. But I'll be gone. So, I don't know. Collective, maybe y'all can resonate with this message in the past or right now. Loving somebody so much and you just can't believe that they did you wrong, no matter who it is. But when you leave, you'll still be powerful. And when you leave, you'll be more powerful. And as you leave them, they will become more powerful as well, because they will learn from their mistakes, from doing somebody wrong. This could be us or this can be them. So that is my message, and that is my story, and that is my word. And I hope y'all got some type of value out of this. And I'll be busy, baby. Peace. You did me wrong. Did me wrong, wrong. You did me wrong. You did me wrong, wrong. You did me wrong.